Are you stuck?
Yeah, you're literally still dripping. Dripping off.
Especially the wire gets into place. But then it just snaps into place. A little stand for it. It keeps it in its place. And I have all my wires just ready to plug into it. And stick right to the TV. We are scheduled to leave tomorrow morning for about 3 months. We're going to be gone for most of the summer. And so we got a lot of things we got to do today, right? This day just kind of snuck up on us. Got to do an oil change on the van. I'm heading over to the camper right now to lube the axles. Got a Phillips screw right there. Oh, that's pretty tough. Oh, no. Oh. Okay, that one I stripped. Great. Sheepers. I'm going to go over here. I'll show you how to do this one. So, maybe not super simple to do, but simple enough sometimes. The other side was good. Okay, this one came. I don't know why they put a Phillips screw on here anyway. Are you kidding me, guys? Unscrew the hubcap. Take flathead and pop these little things off. It's just easy lube. And there's a grease zerk right there. And the way I do it is hook up my grease gun. Get the junk off it first. Okay, snaps on. And give it the grease. And then you can kind of hear it when it goes, it kind of pops through. Alright, there. Yep, you hear it. And then I see it. That means it's full. And then this one is kind of hard. Oh, to come off. Whew. The little cap back on. And that's it. Good to go. Alright, now for this other one that I stripped. Let's see if you can see it. Oh, yeah. Dude. That's pretty bad. Okay, good. This one, right here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull out my socket set, and I'm going to put on a 1/4-inch socket. So it's like this, okay? So I can push and undo. That's tight. That's loosen. Got it. Got it. So the fat bit worked really well. It's still kind of tough, but I'm going to put some WD-40 on there. Alright, same thing here. Alright, and that's it. Now on to the next task. So one of the items on my list was getting a place for him to sleep, because he can't sleep in our bed, right? But he is really enjoying our bed right now. JJ is going to sleep right here. It's about as big as his little bassinet, so all I have to do is put a little bit of foam on it. And I got some foam right here. Just a little bit, because he's a baby, you know? So this inch foam stuff should work pretty good. So I'm going to cut it up, put it up there, but I got to be quiet because he's sleeping. Come up with some little gate system or something. We'll figure that out. I think you'll like it. What do you think? You'll like it. Yeah, you'll like it. Try it out later. Alright, next task on the list is doing an oil change on the van. I've done an oil change on this one before. It's not really that hard. Today, I was like, oh no, I don't have like an oil pan to catch the oil and everything, so I thought I'd show you a little trick, alright? So, I got a box, because we all have boxes these days, right? Especially nowadays. And I got a bag, a pretty heavy bag. So, I'm gonna make an oil pan with a box and a bag. Just open the bag. Here's my oil pan. You wanna watch me change the oil?
Sure.
All right, he's gonna watch. Oh, here's what I did for the van. This just helps a little bit. I parked up on a little, on the curb here. So the van's a little higher, so I can sneak under there. I gotta get my wrenches, see that? My tools that I travel with. Got my whole array of wrenches. So let's take these over here. Nate, what are you gonna guess? What size is this gonna be?
This one.
14?
Yeah.
14's a good guess. I'm gonna take, oh, that's a 15. I'm gonna take a 14, 13, 14, and a 15. I'm gonna guess.
So I guess I was right.
I'm gonna guess it's a 14, but I'm gonna take a 15. All right, so here we go. Okay, so the 14 is not it. Sorry, buddy. Guess what is it?
15?
Nope, the 13.
I was close at
You
least.
were close, yep, 13.
Whoa.
See?
Is that oil?
That's oil.
Is it already getting overflowed?
No.
Can I see?
Dude, I need a rag. Can you get me a rag, please?
Hey, Dad, can I use one of your old socks?
Yeah, that's perfect.
No, dirty socks. We use dirty socks.
All right. Okay, so all right. So here's the oil filter right there. You see it?
Man.
Usually you need a wrench, and a lot of times I'm just able to grab onto it because I'm like He-Man. Here we go. But today I'm not He-Man enough.
What's He-Man?
Oh, what's He-Man? He-Man is like an old show. This dude was super strong, and looks like He-Man has shown up today. Woo!
Did you get it?
I got it. Here it comes. Pretty cool, huh? You're like, dude, I could do my own oil changes.
Man, it's way easier.
All right, so now the important part. Plugs in, filters in. One thing you don't want to do is kind of forget and say, oh, I'm going to go on a drive and not have any oil in the car.
Would it make a sound?
Eventually it would make a sound. I think it would stop and it would say, oil's gone. These newer motors are pretty smart. One little trick we're going to have to do here is try to get oil into that. Right there.
How are you gonna do that?
How am I gonna do that? That's the question of the day, right? This guy, right, Nathan, he's the one that likes to rummage through all my stuff. So if I'm missing something, I say, hey man, have you seen? And he's like, I know where that is. He brings me over there, here it is. I'm like, dude. He's kind of like my database of my stuff. All right, so what do you think? Yeah, the funnels are big, so I don't think I have them.
Yeah.
This is all I brought from garage stuff. Right, these few totes.
What's this?
That's a drill. He does get sidetracked sometimes too. He's like, oh wait, what is this? How come you have a drill? What are you doing with a drill? And the favorite line of mine is, oh, what's this? Woo!
Told ya.
Dude, I do have them. Oh, anyway, his favorite line is, can I have this? Can I have it? Hey, are you using that drill? If not, hey, can I have it? Right, Nate? What were you gonna ask me? See that smile? He's like, yep, he did. Can I have it?
I had no idea that this company made them because I've never seen this.
Right. It's cool though, right?
Yeah.
What are you gonna ask me?
No.
You're not gonna ask me. I would ask if I were you.
I can have this.
Yes, you can have that. Whoa, right? He's like, dude. I have 2 drills, but if I need to use it, you're gonna have to let me use it, okay? It goes in as a honey color and it comes out as a dark color. All right, here we go.
Why?
That's the way it goes.
I guess it does look like honey.
Mm-hmm.
He did it himself.
Goes. All right.
This engine is so cramped.
That it is. Okay, we got the cap on. Oil change is done.
Right. 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Let's give this thing a start up.
What's this thing?
And then you look at your oil filter or your oil pressure. Look how it's there. Whoop, there it goes. I woke him up. By accident, of course. Hey, dude. Hey. Should we try out your new bed? Huh? You want to try out your bed? Okay, let's do this. Let's give it a try. I can't one-hand this, so we're gonna put you down for a second. Look at that face. Look at that face. Okay, here we go. It's a little tight, I'd say. All right, what do you think? Do you like it? He's like, where am I? What's going on? Well, he fits. One thing I might do while we're on the road is I might just lower this down a little bit so he's got a little bit more room. But for now, I mean, it works. You might even enjoy it. Go find Mama, okay? Alright, we gotta go find Mama. He's hungry. Bye. Okay, so next on my list, I gotta set up my office. So we're gonna start with the monitor. It's a Dell, and I don't know exactly the model number of it, but it's essentially their smallest 4K monitor you can get. And I put a little bracket on it here so that all you should need to do is hook it up. And I ran all the cables, right? So cables from down there run up through the back of this board. So then I just put it back like this. And this could be kind of tricky sometimes, especially if a wire gets into place. But then it just snaps into place like that. And I have a monitor kind of swivel mount, but if you notice I have it bungeed back so that it doesn't move too much. Now, this monitor has worked for many, many years, and but just last year it has developed a little blue line in it, and right now it's showing up as red. You can see, yep, there it is right there. And it's at the bottom too. So when there's actually something on the screen, there's just a little blue line that's going back and forth. And I can imagine it's from being back here, bouncing around all the time when we're driving. And I just keep it on here. And it's been fine for years and years and years. So this is probably 5 years old now. So I'm thinking it's towards the end of its life anyway, but it doesn't bother me too much. And I like that it's small and that it's 4K, so I thought I'd just keep it around. My computer of choice is the 2013 Mac Pro cylinder. I've had this for 6 years, 7 years now? Anyway, I bought it pretty much when it was new, and I love this computer. Just love this computer, and it's getting quite old now. When I'm doing my work, when I'm doing videos and everything, this cylinder still rocks it, right? And I looked at Mac Minis and everything, and you know, a Mac Mini compared to this, it was just about the same. The Mac Mini has maybe a little edge on it, the brand new ones, but this one has a dedicated graphics card, and I upped the RAM on it and everything. Anyway, it's a good machine, really good machine, and I've traveled with it for many years. It's a solid state device. It has one fan in it, and the fan cools by bringing air in, up, and through the top. It's a small device, doesn't take up lots of room, it doesn't use lots of power. I've run it on our solar panels and an inverter and everything, and it works just great. So I like to have it, and this is essentially how it fits in here. I made a little stand for it. It keeps it in its place, and I have all my wires just ready to plug into it, and the wire from up top is right here, HDMI, and I have this, these are like extra plugs that I wired in, and these wires just kind of sit there. This is a USB card reader that I'll hook up later. This is the USB system that goes up top, so just a little USB hub, and that's it right there. So I hit the power button, and then my Mac comes to life. And that's a Mac for you. Keyboard, I have a, your standard wireless keyboard for it. I got the black one. This is actually the one I got with the Mac Pro, the new one. But I like having it inside. And then also, where is it? It's in my pocket. This, I love these things too. The Magic Trackpad. So this is my computer setup right here. So it's sleek. It's, everything I need right here at my desk. I got my power, got a little light, and I got a little printer that hooks up. I think it's hooked up into USB. I don't know. Actually, no, it's Wi-Fi. It's wireless printer that's hooked in through the Wi-Fi system. This thing right here, this is an iPhone 4 that we had, just laying around, and I got this alarm clock app called from iHandy. So if you're looking for this thing, I think it's on the store, iHandy, and the only thing is about this is that I have to do the portrait lock, like on and off, to get it to flip. And then it's set really low brightness, and it's just a nice cool clock. So when we're sleeping, we can look up. Got a nice cool clock. You can set it for like music alarm and all that stuff. We don't do all that. We just have it just to be a nice little clock that we can use. And, you know, so if you have, like, probably many people have an iPhone laying around and you're like, man, I wish I had like a nice digital clock. Just plug it into one of these guys. Works really, really well. Now, here's one thing. I hooked up a Dell monitor to use as our TV, and it monitor doesn't have a speaker in it. So I thought, well, what are we gonna have on the trip that can double as a speaker? Well, we just so happen to love this JBL Charge 2, I believe it is. So you can hook it right into your monitor, and when you're doing something like, you know, hooking your phone up to it, or I think we'll bring along an Apple TV or something, I'm not sure. But you can take your JBL, and I thought I'll put a little bit of Velcro on it and get to stick right to the TV. So I got a nice little speaker here. When we're traveling, we'll probably take it off, but I think I'm going to tuck the wires back here a little bit, and it'll be like just a cool speaker. You can run it, and then if you want, you can hook your phone up to it and, you know, play it. And I like having like a more directional speaker, because the one that's in the camper, like all the speakers are on the ceiling, they're pointing down. So when you're watching a show, everybody's listening to the show, right? Instead, you can hook up this nice JBL, point it to who's actually like watching the show, and then it should work. Double stick tape, Velcro, cool. I think that's about it for now. My list is dwindling down. What is he doing? What's this? What are you doing? Oh, man. What's your plan here? You're gonna get stuck.
I think nipples.
Oh, nice. Oh, look at how strong you are. Dude. All right, don't make a mess now. So we ordered a box of toilet paper, and the box was huge, right? And they had like a whole bunch of this stuff rolled in there as well. Never ending. But there's a lot of things that we have to do to get ready to hit the road. And I feel inside, I feel like we're just not ready. Oh, we're just not ready. And it's freaking me out a little bit, because we're going to be gone for June, July, August, 3 months. And so that's a lot to try to figure out. One of the things on the list was burn boxes. Good job, buddy. Thank you. And so if you don't know our family, here's kind of what we do. I love traveling. And the rest of the family, they like traveling. They have a good time when we're out on the road. But they like doing stuff like this. I mean, they kind of love doing this stuff where they have goats and chickens and things like that. And so what we try to do is a mixture of both. When we were in Wisconsin, we had chickens, we had a horse, you know, we have all that kind of stuff. And then what we would do is we'd hit the road for a few months at a time. The last couple years we did Florida. The first season we put out, we went across the whole United States from Florida to California. Had a great time. And then years back, what started it all off was a summertime trip. In 2015, we went all around the West. This was before YouTube and all that stuff. So we moved down to Tennessee to establish a new home base. We're having a great time in Tennessee. We're really enjoying it. But I am super excited. Let me get super excited to hit the road, because that's what I love. And so if I could be on the road all the time, I would be there. But because, you know, the rest of the family might not share that, they love being on the road for a time and then coming back home to a home base. This is what we set up. So I want to take you along with us this time. So last year when we were out in Florida, I did a few videos. I showed you how to grill and, you know, how to grill cookies, and we did some stuff. But we were really just hanging out in Florida. And we had a great time, right? It was a great season. This year, I'm not exactly sure what we're doing. We're going up north. I know we're stopping at the camp that I met my wife at, and we love to volunteer, and we do that every May. So for the last 7 years, we've been going to camp for 3 to 4 weeks in May to try to help them get ready for summer. And we're doing that again, even though they haven't had camps yet, but they're just starting to get going. They still have lots of things that can be done. So we're gonna go help them out and help them hopefully open up and get into the season. That's what we're planning to do. We're going to my mother-in-law's place, who my father-in-law passed away last fall, and there's just a lot of things that need to be cleaned up, a lot of things that need to be adjusted so that her house can be one that she can live comfortably at. And so we're going to be there for a little while. We're going to be doing some kinds of projects and all the things. But then after that, we plan on just hitting the road and having a good time and staying cool and having fun. I just want to encourage you and invite you to come along with us. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to shoot videos of. Maybe it'll be more of a vlog type of style. Maybe it'll be more like a trip-to-trip type of thing. Honestly can't tell you because we haven't been able to really set down the plans with all the stuff that's going on. So if you have thoughts, if you love to see vlogs, let me know. Shoot it down there. Say, I'd love to see vlogs. I'd love to see what your large family looks like from day to day. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you need anything at all, have any questions, or just would love to say hi, please go ahead and drop a message down below. I'd love to say hi with you as well. Otherwise, I will see you on the road. Hope you stick with us. If you're brand new here, be sure to subscribe. We'd be glad to have you hang out with us. Thanks much. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.